Alright. In Uganda, we've had many great singers, but there are few who are legends. Nakimera was one of them. Her voice was special. When she sang, people would stop whatever they are doing just to listen. When she danced, you couldn't take your eyes off her. She lived a short life, but she left a mark that will never fade. This is her story. While details of her early life remain scarce, we know that Nakimera was born in 1974, but grew up and studied in neighboring Kenya, where her passion for music began. As a young girl, she loved to sing in the school choir, and that's where people first noticed her gift. But she didn't just sing for fun, she wanted to make it her life. In 1985, people got their first real taste of her talent when she sang with a band called MT4 at a place called Half London in Kansanga. She also sang with the blues band, where she performed with an English musician called Andreas. She was always on the move, always learning and always searching for the right sound. Inside her, a star was awaiting to shine, and shine she did. In 1992, Carol recorded a song that would change everything. The song was called Omusujja, and wow, that song took over the whole country. Back then, most of the music you heard on the radio was from Congo, sang in languages people didn't always understand. But Carol sang in her own language, Luganda, while performing with a Congolese band called Super Rocket Jazz. The mix was magic. The opening lines of Omusujja were electric. When she sang, Yogera no worries sebo, people felt it in their bones. Uganda loved her. The song became an anthem. You would hear it playing in taxis, in homes, nightclubs, and at parties. Everyone wanted to dance to Omusujja. She was no longer just a singer, she was the queen. At her peak, Carol was unstoppable. She had the gift of moving through bands like wind, elevating each one of them she joined. She worked with Emito's band in 1993, and most of the songs sung by the band leader Umaru Katumba were actually composed by her. She teamed with the legendary Eri Wamala to sing Genda Yolabe, a slow, beautiful love ballad that touched many hearts. In 1996, she joined the Pride Band, where she closely worked with musicians like Fred Maiso and Harry Lwanga. She later performed with Afrigo Band, Vibrations, and Jambo Stars. She could literally sing anything: rhythm and blues, reggae, afropop, kadongo kamu, and jazz, all with ease. She had a commanding voice and could perform anywhere. She would perform at Sheraton Hotel and fit in with the high-class people there. Then she would also perform at a small bar in Nankulabi and easily connect with the local fans. That was her power. She belonged to everyone. But Carol wanted to do more than just entertain. In 1996, she started the Abakazi Simmere show at Gaba Beach, bringing together female artists to show that women also belong to the front line of Ugandan music. At that time, it was rare to see women leading the industry, but Carol changed it. She opened the doors for so many girls who came after her. Even big stars today like Juliana Kanyomozi and Chance Nalubega, among others, say they got their inspiration from her. But life is always not fair. Although Carol was a fine artist, she had her struggles. She was known as an artistic nomad, always on the move from one band to another. She would sometimes miss rehearsals, and she was also a heavy drinker. But that's common to most talented people. And despite all that, bands would always take her back because she was simply too good to leave behind. But unfortunately, still the industry didn't treat her well, because many people took her songs without paying. In her whole life, she only released one album called Genda Yo. She worked hard, but she didn't have much to show for her efforts. Following the death of her close friend Sarah Birungi in 2002, she decided to stop singing and started a new chapter. Emotionally drained and financially broke, she managed to solicit some money and started a poultry farm at her home in Wakaliga. Seeking peace and a fresh start, she hoped to leave the past behind. But life had a different plan for her. In September 2003, a 29-year-old Carol Nakimera suddenly fell ill from liver failure, a likely consequence of her lifestyle, and passed away just a few days later. The news hit Uganda like a wave of pain. How could such a brilliant light go out so soon? Hundreds of people, including many artists, came to her burial in Kisasirwero, where they cried, mourned, while singing her songs one last time. It has been many years since Carol left us, but her songs still play. Omusuja still fills the dance floor, and Genda Yolave still touches hearts. Ask any artist today, they will tell you Carol Nakimera is their inspiration. The musicians who worked with her, like Harry Lwanga, remember her as loving, real, and a true artist to the core. He says he learned how to be patient and love his talent just by watching her. Carol Nakimera may have left this world too early, but she gave it everything she had. She gave us her voice, and she gave us her soul. She was not just a singer, she was a legend. And legends never really die. Yogera no woli sebo, ebigambo tubitwale mu maaso sebo. Nze nkusaba omanye nti nze ndi mukazi wo omwagalwa, ompe kitiibwa. Ekyo naawe okiraba sebo. Ddala bw'obeera eyo nange ennumu eno. Abo bakubuulira nti nze njagala abasajja bangi, si batuufu. Mazima naawe okiraba ddiya. Ddala bw'obeera eyo laavu enzita nze. Nze nkusaba ontwale mu bakadde leero onyanjule omponye ennaku. Nkusaba tondekaawo omanya ti laavu ennuma lwakubeera ggwe ssebo. Abo abasajja mbalaba naye bantama lwakubeera ggwe ssebo. Nze njagala nfumbe nga naawe bw'olyako. Nze njagala nfumbe nga naawe bw'olyako. Kamere ke nnaalya naawe k'onoolya. Kacaayi k'onoonywa nange ke nnaanywa. Kabiya k'onywedde nange kw'onompa. Ekitanda kw'onoogwa nange kwe nnaagwa. Omusujja mpulira gunnuma. Omutwe mpulira gumbobba. Emikono mpulira ginnuma. Ekyo ekiwato mpulira kinnuma. Sebo nkwatako. Sebo nyweza nze. Kawaya kajjita kakutingisha kakuchezesa. Wewe mwami kakutingisha kakuchezesa. Watu wakubwa wanachokoza watu wadogo, na watu wadogo wanachokoza watu wakubwa. Nzere kankulembele, mwami kankulembele lelo, kankulembele kankukamate kankuchezese. Amuse